All right, time for another one here. We're just cranking these out. Another one for the Cultural Plaza here. This is for the Museum Spa parking. It's the other big sign. I don't know if it's kind of like the main monument sign. So this is going to be very similar to the very first one you did that kind of Jose worked on, because I know we're going to be doing a bunch of the smaller ones. But because this one's double faced, I had to change quite a few things. So for reference, this is the one that you guys did, the first one, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a Mark 1 because it's double faced, it changes some stuff. So I'm just going to hit the deltas, try to keep it quick because you guys are already building the little ones. And so you're going to really have your eye in. So again, I'm just going to kind of go over what changed, but I am going to basically call this one a Mark 2 because again, we have to do things a little bit different than the first one. So, but I'll just go over what's changed. So let's get after it. I'm just going to do a quick lay of the land. So you got your frame pieces. Again, things are a little different, but it's essentially the same. You got a left sidecar and a right sidecar, much like the smaller ones you're doing. The power has changed a little bit, but you got literally the same birdhouse as all the other ones so far. And then we have those same kind of tray things and a new and improved power supply system. You got the jiggies, but you can see where this jiggy is similar to the smaller ones and not like the first big one. You got 2 trimless cans. You guys know how to do that by now. You got your faces, your top skin. Guess what? I put the rails in there. I'm so proud of myself. But we're back to the bigger footing that you had before. You got the little hangers, keeping out for those. We do have a lift point. We're back to a lift point because this one's bigger. So watch out for your lift point there. And you got your backer acrylic, not polycarbonate, but acrylic. You got your 1/2-inch push-throughs. And you have your tough act backers. You're very used to all this. And then now you got your 3/4 clear again, but the size of the bigger ones there. All right, so again, you guys are getting your eye in. I'm just going to talk about what's different. Let's just start with the sidecars, being that there is 2 of them. Again, this is much like the smaller ones, but just like the smaller ones, these are back to 5 inches wide. But because the copy comes down so far, the reason why I'm kind of changing from the first one is that I was able to put those power supplies in the weird tray things right here. I'm not doing that because the copy was, that allowed for that. We could put the power supply here. But with this new one here, obviously there's no room. So we're just going to go ahead and forget all kinds of like the white and all that. And we're going to do this just like the smaller ones you guys are doing. You're going to go ahead and just put the LEDs inside the box and call it good. But that being said, we're back to the smaller ones. Again, sorry install, but you are going to have to take this bigger box off in order to get to the power supplies. But you're going to have to make sure you make the leashes long enough for install to be able to set these boxes down. So that's it. But, that's the difference. We got that. And then because this is double faced, just like the smaller ones, I had to blow out the framing again. So again, my caution to you that this is going to be now, it's actually bigger. You've got you got 54 inches here of nothing in the middle. However, because it's wider, I did run the 2x all the way up again. So that will give us a little structure right there, that little 2x just right there. But again, just be careful, knocking this around the shop. I went ahead and made that 1-piece strut like here, just like the other smaller ones. So that'll give it a little bit of strength, but we are a little compromised in this area. Now, because again, the poster box things, and also since I'm running the 2x up the middle, you're gonna have 2 rows. So just like the Mark 1, where on this one, the little power supply guys are only on one side. This one, we're going to go ahead and just do 2 sides. So I just duplicated and they just mirror each other. But you can see where there's plenty of room there. There's the 2x. So that will give a wash on one side and give a wash on the other. But remember, you're just going to have to order in, 16 of these instead of the 8 for the other one. So I got 2 rows of poster boxes and you should have access there. And then now this is all just little like 1-piece frames up top here. Those mirror, that's fine. And don't forget your lift point. So we're good to go there. So, but that'll hopefully give us a little bit of structure up top as well. So run that all the way through. And then the only other difference here is the power supply. So again, since it's going to be inboard, it's no longer going to be outside and kind of did that tricky thing. It's going to be this thing. So you're going to be sandwiching a lid for water shed with the actual tray that's going to hang down. So you can see in red here, this is the tray. That's going to hang down here. That gives you room for, we know you're going to have at least a 12 volt for the poster boxes, but we can put 24 if you want. But again, remember this whole job is now 6,500K. So probably bring in prisms and all that. So just to match the colors. So anyway, so you're going to take this guy and you're going to sandwich it and do a 3-layer. And then this is going to hang down from the C piece right here. So this blue piece is this guy right here. So when this gets routed out, you'll have a bend scribe here, just by hand, just bend this down. And then that's going to give you like a flange tongue thing that's going to hang down right here. And then just hit it with the 6 rivets. And then that's going to be where the power supply goes. So again, install, sorry about that, but you're going to have to take this bad boy off and then to get in here to wire it up. And then you'll just have to put that back on. Hopefully it's not that big a deal, but these are a little bit bigger. You know, that's kind of why I tried to on the Mark 1 to just leave it in one piece and kind of, you know, fuss with it. But again, the copy on this one won't allow it. So we're kind of back to having to take that off. So anyway, always trying to look out for you, see what's up. But again, same birdhouse. We're back to this, just the larger one here, but it's the same as the other one. Just keep this clean, you know, no welds in there, and just go ahead and attach it like the other one. So nothing else has changed there. But again, I did bring the rails. I'm so proud of myself. Remember the rails. 5/16 riv nuts. Look out for the stubby here. These two are stubby with the notches because they have to bump up against the jig right here and right here. So watch out for your stubbies. Again, Jose nailed it, but whether you guys got your eye in or not, there's your cut list. You got 4x4. So, but I think that's it for the differences between the two. So it's more of a mixture of the little guys meets the bigger double-sided, but it's bigger. So I think that's it. You got 2 of those. All right, man. Well, I think that's it. So, oh yeah, up here I've got these 2, you know, keeping out for those, and I just doubled it up so it'll just attach on both sides. Also, the hangers are wider, so they stick out on both sides. So, but yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully it's all good, and you know, hit me up if you have any questions. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Check the technique. Check the technique. See if you